Hey guys, so I have created admin accounts for you. If you're watching this video, I sent it in the group text. I've sent you your login credentials separately, but I wanted this kickoff just because we're so busy and we don't really have time, I don't think, for an in-depth meeting. I wanted to give you some verbal context of what you so some of you have expressed interest in being part of the tech team. I've actually drafted a couple of you in just so you can poke around and see if this is something you might be interested in. But what I've sent you will give you admin access to both the app and the website. Now, those are two different login accounts. I used the same email and password for both, but they are two separate accounts. So if you change your password in one, it doesn't mean that it changed in the other. So heads up on that. So here's my thoughts, and my heart has been that I'm hoping that a team of people take over ownership of the app and the website. So I would prefer to be mostly hands off. I'll always be here to answer questions. I might have some thoughts, but I really want this to go beyond myself. And so I want to give you a little high level context about the app and the website and the difference. So the website and websites in general are geared towards people who are not already familiar with your business or your organization. So for us, that means people who are searching for a church to visit. They're going to websites, they're trying to get a feel of what that church is about, who that church is, what that church offers, like children's ministry, things like that. And they're using that research to then select where they want to go visit. So the website needs to do a good job about telling people who we are. And you're going to notice that the way it is right now, it does not portray that message. So I threw this together very quickly just to get this launched. There's not a lot of content aside from one photo of Tony. I think it's all stock images. So it's cold. It doesn't give you a feel for who we are. And a church is the people. You don't even really see who the people in GHMC are. So it needs really an overhaul. It needs a lot of love. The ministry section I really didn't build out. So it already had children's and youth in the template. I didn't change the ages because I wasn't sure, so it may even be inaccurate. And I don't have like the ladies or the men's ministry. Those need to be added as well. So I'm hoping that somebody will feel led to take this over and really probably target these first, getting these up to date and real corrected. And then, think through things. If you were searching for a church and you have kids, what are you wanting to know? And the thing that comes to mind for me is that I would want to know, what is a day in the life of a GHMC look like on Sunday mornings? What does that look like on Wednesday evenings? Like ideas of, we start worshiping as a family in the congregation. We then go back and have a snack. We learn, Bible stories through plays and skits, whatever that is. We really want to give them a very transparent view of what that looks like so they know what to expect. And then, of course, the same thing for the youth ministry. Our youths are usually pretty elusive. I find it very hard to find even pictures of them. But again, if you were a teenager and you're searching for a church to visit, what would you want to know? You would want to know what to expect on Sunday morning, on Wednesday evenings. What type of events do the youth group? What do they do? What are the types of people who are there in the youth group? If anybody's willing to participate there, so that's my thoughts. It doesn't have to be that at all. I'm hoping somebody will really pray about this and feel led to fill these out. And then, of course, adding the women's and men's would be great if there's any content that we can add there. Overall, everything except giving. Giving is hard coded, so that's tying it to our financial Tidely account. But the rest of this is all, open for redesign as you feel led. The one thing that I will say about the website homepage is that, the things that people are targeting most should be here. So the live stream, for instance, I have got that on the homepage. Probably one of the top reasons people visit the website. We do have a global audience that tunes in routinely. And you don't have to do anything. Just leave leave this embed link as it is, and it will automatically show the latest video that's been created on YouTube. So this one's pretty well self-sustaining. You can, however, change the text around that. Again, it was just, I threw stuff in. It's not that great. You can update scriptures. One thing I've always felt in my heart with the website is that we have scriptures sprinkled throughout the entire thing. But, you know, they can change and probably should change periodically if somebody has the capacity to do that. So the website is going to be geared towards people outside of the church or not regularly affiliated with the church. The app, on the other hand, is geared towards people who are engaged with GHMC. This is the congregation, whether they're in the seats on Sunday or routinely watching online. They're familiar with Tony's preaching. They're familiar with some of the faces at GHMC and what we're about. They, you know, they are part of the family. And so the app really targets different audience. And so one of the things that I feel the app has an opportunity to do is engage the church family between Sundays. So it's great for news and events and things like that, but I think there's a lot of opportunity because we leave church Sunday morning and then we get beat up all week long out in the world, and then we come crawling back in, at least I do, Sunday morning, you know, for that encouragement. But the app has the ability to engage me daily through that crazy busy schedule, and just keep me connected with my church family and with inspiration and things like that. And that is something I haven't had the time or resources to do. So I think there's a lot of opportunities that we could do in the app outside of what we're already using. Now, as you'll see in some of the videos, you know, the online streaming is, I think, probably the #1 use section. So those are people who aren't there on Sunday morning but are watching either remotely at home or at work. And then the prayer wall is getting a lot of activity as well. Groups hasn't really been getting as much activity as I thought, but I think there's probably some things we could do there as well. So what I've done is I've created your accounts, and then I've created a slew of tutorial videos. So I've tried to target those by topic so that if you want to go do something like add sermon notes, you can watch a 3 to 5 minute video. It shows you how to do it, and then you can go do it. It's real easy. And then I have a couple longer videos, which are an in-depth about the website, and then one for the app, which shows you all of the other things I didn't cover in the simple task level tutorials. So to get to those, and you'll see this in the first video, go to the GHMC family website, scroll down to the footer, and there is a link that says admin tutorials. When you click on that, it's going to take you to our YouTube channel, and I'm about to upload all of those tutorials. So right now there's one, but you're going to see a whole list. Recommend starting with the first one, which is login information. It's going to show you how to log in and change your password for both the website and the app. And then once you're logged in, then I'll leave it up to you on any particular tutorial that looks interesting to you. Feel free to watch those. I'm not expecting anybody to do anything, and certainly not expecting anybody to do everything. So I just really wanted to give you the access so you can poke around and then see what you feel led to jump in and manage.